Good morning, everybody. Whew! Good morning to you. Happy Tuesday. The start of the week for some of us, not for others. Cassidy, good to see you. How you doing? Welcome in. Hope you had a good weekend. You're the first one here today, getting the trophy for that. Slindy, Raffy, welcome in, y'all. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Y'all, did you have a good weekend? I hope you were rested and relaxed, had a good time. I know you had some good plans we talked about last week. Let me get this TikTok chat fired up. I believe it's working. Let's get a test here. I think it just censored my own comment. Yeah. All right, we're good. We're good. And YouTube, I think YouTube's working. There we go. Wait, maybe not. Maybe not. YouTube is not working. All right, we'll fix that real quick. And then Cassidy, I saw you got some good news to celebrate right there. YouTube, why are you not working? What's up, DA guy on YouTube? How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. I am trying to get YouTube working so it can you can talk with TikTok chat, but it's looking a little bit weird at the moment. I don't know what's going on here. I think it's pulling YouTube again from somebody else's stream. That is a very bizarre thing when it does that. Let me try to refresh it. Cassidy, you said doing good. Had a good weekend. Finished your Monday word goal a few days ago. Up to 48,000 words. Cassidy, rock on. Seriously, holy cow. That's nuts. Well done. Sith Lord, hello, my friend. Doug I, it is pronounced the. Fair enough. How's it going? Welcome in. I don't know how to fix YouTube chat's not working at the moment. So our chat streams are not merged. I don't know why. Let's try that. Try that. It's just listed as upcoming, as if the stream is not happening. But based on the fact that I am talking with several of you, there is in fact a stream happening. Cassidy, what's your total word goal on what you're writing? Where are you going to with it? And Rafi, you said, my dreams have been so active, I've been falling asleep around 10 and waking up around 8, still tired. Man, Rafi, that's not good. That sounds like you need some more sleep in there, man. You gotta tell him to calm down a little bit. You gotta rest up. Alright, I think YouTube chat's gonna be down today. I don't know how to fix this. It's just not seeing that the live stream exists. So I don't know how to fix that. Dill on YouTube, hello my friend. Welcome in. Alright, I think we're just going to have to leave. No combined chat today. We'll just have TikTok up there. We'll fix it later. I think there might be an update to the program. Anyway, let's focus in. Let's get this stream going, folks. Y'all, I hope you had a good weekend. Sorry we didn't hang out yesterday. Was seeing my in-laws off, having a nice breakfast, and driving them to the airport. It's a good way to end up the weekend. Dill, how you doing, my guy? Combined chat, you can't see it, but Dill Noza on YouTube is chatting. Welcome in. Good to see you, and welcome to the stream. Cassidy says most. Oh, Cassidy, I know. Yeah. I know the story you're working on. So you're around 60,000 words. You're thinking, okay, that works for Litfic. Very nice. You're getting there. You're really getting there, aren't you? How many words are you doing a day on average, Cassidy? Because like you're moving through it. Man, y'all, I should be. Yeah, Dill. You see the coffee? Gotta get the coffee. You got a little yourself over there, Dill Noza? Alright, I'm going to restart my social stream real quick since we're getting a lot of chat on YouTube. So hold on, folks. The combined chat will die momentarily and then come back. Okay, I think it's working now. Let's get a test on YouTube chat. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I don't know what was going on with it, but it's working now. Okay, so that's combined chat for YouTube. Hold, please. We'll get it for TikTok. It should be working there now. Let's see. There we go. Okay, y'all, we're in business. YouTube, officially welcome to the stream. You can now talk to the TikTok audience, and the TikTok audience, you can talk to YouTube. Welcome in, folks. Dill Noza, you prefer tea? All right, nothing wrong with that. You talking like British, like hot tea, or are you talking Southern sweet tea now? Important question. TWG, welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. So the book that I'm working on right now is this one, A Wriggly Little Assistant. And it's a prequel story to Wriggly Little Hands, which released 3 weeks ago now. It's a fantasy book about goblins on a road trip, getting into trouble. Emily Ezekiel Rosendale, welcome in. Hello. How you doing? Thanks for being here. Win you as well. Good morning. Hey, Emily, you've officially started writing your work in progress. Congratulations. My fault. Wrong scene. I asked Emily, give us a little teaser about your story. What's going on with it? What are you doing? What's it going to be about? Win you, I hope you had a good weekend. Same for you, Simp1X. Welcome in, my friend. Y'all, how you doing? Tell me how your weekend was. Got a new week going. And then, Cassidy, you answered my question. You said, I'm doing around 3,000 words a week. It's gotten harder the further I've gotten into the story. Sure. You got... Beginnings are easy, right? Beginnings are exciting and there's potential. But middles and endings, there's so many like plates in the air. You got to juggle a lot of elements. They're harder. Emily Ezekiel, you said the story you were writing. your first work in progress. It's mythology based around a girl who's stuck between her trauma and her love with the gods. Interesting. Interesting. That sounds fun though. A little bit. You said it was dark, so yeah, I get the dark vibes there. A little bit heavy. But hey, heavy stories are important too. Congratulations, Emily. Hey, keep us updated. Keep us updated as you work on it, and if you have questions, bring them here. We're happy to talk about it. Always happy to answer writing and publishing questions, and hey, just give you a bit of encouragement to keep the words flowing. As we'll do today. See, we got that 0 word count right there. We got to get some writing done today, so we'll get to that. Thomas Carver, hello, my friend. You said you're hurting from the gym last night. Hey, that means you got a good workout. Not every time, but once you fall into the rhythm of it, the ache should go away. But if you're just starting out, then you're doing something right. Just don't hurt too much. A little bit of soreness is a good thing. Too much, no good. Sloyd, good morning, my friend. You said you finished The Far Wild over the weekend, then watched Jurassic Park on Father's Day. Rock on, dude. What a good weekend. And thank you for reading through it. That's awesome, man. I hope you enjoyed it as much as you enjoyed Jurassic Park, huh? Folks, if you don't know what Sloyd is talking about, they were reading my book, The Far Wild. I can't point all the way to it, but up there on the top right. Which is kind of like fantasy Jurassic Park, if I had to guess. But yeah, if you don't know, folks, I'm author Alex Knight. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for being here. These are my book ones. I've been writing full-time since 2018, and you can find all these books on Amazon, Audible, in ebook, paperback, and audiobook format. So if any of them look interesting to you, give them a look. Or just ask me about them. I'll be happy to talk about them. But... Emily, you say you see pirates and dinos. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That is not an inaccurate description at all. But I'm not just here to sell you books. I mean, I'd like to sell you books, but we got other stuff we're doing today, folks. Impage, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks as always for your help on Fantasy Map Friday, my friend. Your advice is invaluable. Which again, folks, if you don't know, every Friday we make fantasy maps here. So come on back on Friday for sure. We'll be working on our map that we made some good progress on last Friday. We spent a lot of time obsessing over lava rivers, essentially, because chat wanted those. And we got there. We figured out how to do it. And we made it happen. Emily, the website is called inkcarnate.com. I'll put it in chat for you. It is a wonderful website. It's a wonderful website for free map making. It's great. Impage, I already welcomed you in, but it's good to see you, buddy. Hope you had a good weekend. Let me know. Sloyd, you said I did enjoy it. In all honesty, maybe wish I had come up with the idea. Well, hey, Sloyd, the idea is not fully taken. You can certainly create your own version and rock with it, man. There's plenty of room in that space to create more. Derek, no more first period. School's out for summer. Congratulations, my friend. Oh, those are beautiful days. Love those summer days. Do you have any plans for the summer? Or you just chilling with it, man? You just rocking. Congratulations. Those are good days back in middle school, high school, when school would let out, and it was just do whatever you want all day long for 3 months. Those are the good days. Impage, viva el Rio de Lava. Viva indeed. Siempre viva. Derek chilling and rocking, dude. I love it. What time zone are you? Because are you up this early for summer? Rock on, man. Rock on. Simp1x, do you write the novella off stream? Yeah, Simp. I haven't had much time to do it yet. Oh, you know what? We can also I can show you. You know what, chat? I got an idea about the novella. We could do something a little bit here. But let me answer Simp's question. Simp, I ideally write the novella off stream. I haven't had a lot of time to do that yet, but I will be pivoting into that this week, and we should by the end of next week should have that novella finished. So very exciting times with that. I'm ready to go for it. Just been so busy with launch stuff that we haven't had a lot of time to write off stream, but ideally that is what we do. So it'd be good to get back to it. Emily, Ezekiel, Rosendale, you said it's so fun making people so interested into a story. I'm getting bullied into making it a show. So you got people excited for the story. Rock on. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, keep going while the creativity and the passion's there. Ride that high, right? Alyssa Wills, author, welcome in. Good morning. Good to see you. Been a little while. I hope you're doing well. You've been grinding hard, making progress, I hope. Simp1X, the in-laws were great. I love having them around. So it was a very nice weekend. Very relaxing, very busy, but relaxing to kick back and have a conversation with them over some coffee in the morning, and went and played some pinball and whatnot. So it's good. Derek, you said EST, the early bird gets the worm. Man, you ain't kidding. Good for you, dude. Rock on. I dig it. You are up early. You're off for the summer, but you're up early. You're working at it. And you're going to go get some ice cream to make a milkshake at 8:17 a.m. Eastern Time. I dig it, dude. I like your style. Keep it going. Jack Ann, welcome in. It's good to see you. Happy Tuesday. I want to say happy Monday because I wasn't streaming yesterday, but happy Tuesday. I hope you had a good weekend. Let me know how the edits coming, Jack Ann. I know you were deep in the editing trenches for a while. Alyssa, you said you've been busy at work. Trucking takes all my time, but yeah, getting some editing done. Alyssa, I didn't know you were a trucker. You're the second trucker we have that hangs out in chat. That's awesome. I imagine that would take a lot of your time. Hard to write while you're doing that. But you've been getting some editing done. Oof, I was gonna say you could try dictation to like speak your writing as you drive. But if you're doing editing, yeah, that's full focus. Oh no, Jack Ann. What a terrible statement. It's a very Monday, Tuesday today. No, how about a very Wednesday, Tuesday? Oh, or is that not better? Maybe that's not better. I don't know. Alyssa, full-time trucker. That's awesome. That's all. I've always kind of dreamed of the job. I love. Obviously, I know how it is when you like something as a hobby. Sometimes it's better to leave it there, and pivoting to full-time with it can take the love away because you're doing it all the time. But I love long road trips, and it's very good for me creatively. But I imagine once you do it full-time, it's yeah, exactly. Alyssa, don't do it, bro. Stick to writing. Hey, thank you for that follow, Asani. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Happy Tuesday to you. Hope you had a good weekend, and welcome to the writing stream. We're here every weekday at 7 a.m. Central Time, and we're always doing something creative, focused, writing, fantasy, making maps. Yeah, we'll go over here real quick. On Friday, we make fantasy maps like these. We'll be doing that again this Friday. And today we'll be doing a little bit of work on this little novella right here, which is a prequel story to this one, which launched 3 weeks ago. It's about goblins on a road trip. And no shenanigans, completely serious, absolutely nothing silly happens, I swear. But yeah, so we're writing this one. In a few minutes here, we're going to queue up a writing sprint, and I'll get to writing on it. I encourage y'all to write as well, or if you have any questions, please do let me know. I'm happy to talk writing shop with you or talk about books. All that fun stuff. Emily, you said goblins on a road trip, so me and my besties. Yeah, pretty accurate. It very much captures that energy, I think. If you can't tell from where is it? From the cover, they get up to some shenanigans in there. But what I wanted to do real quick, y'all, let me go ahead and prep this off screen so I can show it to you nice and clean. I have several versions of the novella cover, several fonts, to run them by you and see what you guys like the most. That sound like something you might be interested in? A little bit of live A/B testing on the art for the cover of A Wriggly Little Assistant. Let's see, I got 2 out of 3 downloaded. Okay, and that's the one y'all know, but we'll take a look at that one too. Alright, so that's all 3 of them. Now let me just pull them up for you, and we can see what you think. Y'all excited about this? Rock on, I'm glad. I just realized I have 3 versions of it, and I'm trying to pick between them. Impage, you like the 4th one. Alyssa, you said you decided to go with a pen name for all but one of my books. It's a big decision. Pen names are great, Alyssa. Like, I personally, I use a pen name. I'm a huge fan of them. You know, they let you separate your work from your personal life, and you know, hopefully we all get so successful that it becomes nice to have a pen name that's your work persona, and then a real name that's your chill persona. What was I going to say about? Oh, it also is like easy mode for business expenses and stuff, where you can just, for your operating as a business, put it all in the pen name, and then operating as a private individual, you keep it as your name. Simp1x, yeah, no, Knight is not my last name. Long story how I got to that name, but basically the TLDR is the publisher. One of my publishers picked it way back in the day, and then we just kind of rolled with it for a long time until it just kind of became fully my pen name. So yeah, that's kind of how that. I guess that's not that long a story, but it was something. It was like it kind of happened like that. Alex is my first name. That is accurate. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and resize this nice and big, so y'all can see it. It's a little bit too big. Nope, that's not the way to do it, Alex. You know what you're doing. Come on. There we go. All right, that's pretty good. All right, y'all. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's see. Can I? Yeah, there we go. I can do an even bigger version. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right, folks. So this is the cover that you've seen, right? This is the cover you've seen. The thing that's changing here is going to be the font up top. We're really just choosing between 3 fonts because the art stays the same. So here's number 1. This is option 1. Here's option 2. Let me know what you think. Give me some initial reaction to it. Also, by the way, notice the finished art in there. The artist has now finished the color and the line work and everything, so we're literally down to just figuring out what the font's going to be. And then let me throw you number 3 for a minute. There's number 3. So 3, 2, wait, didn't click right. 2, nope, that's 1. Messing it up big time. 2, there we go. And then number 1, which y'all have seen. Something to keep in mind here, just that I've been thinking about, is the wriggly little hands. If I pop over to it real quick. I want to keep the font relatively consistent, similar to this one, but not even an issue, but a thing that I've noticed with Wrigley is folks have been asking if it's a YA book because of how it looks, which I totally get in hindsight. I didn't think about that. And it is adult fantasy, but it's totally YA friendly. So I worry that, like, this font looks a little too young adult, right? It makes it look yeah, right? Exactly. I agree, Asani. It gives Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It looks, especially because, like, there's, some, like, doodling and the coloring and whatnot of it. I think it feels a little bit too YA. Let me see what y'all were thinking. Emily, you're a big fan of number 2. Alyssa, you like number 3. Cassidy, number 1. Slindy, number 1. Jack Ann, number 3, matches Wrigley better. Derek, you're a fan of number 3. Slindy says number 3 is their second pick. Asani, you like the second. So I'm seeing a lot of love for 1 and 3 for the most part. Sloyd, you said 1 looks like... Okay, that's good. I like that summary. Sloyd says 1 looks like a goblin wrote it, but 3 matches Wrigley best. All right, so there's number 3 for anybody that wasn't here for it. 3, 2, and 1. So that's number 1. And number 3. I do like the green like splatterings going on in here for this. I thought that was an interesting touch. I gotta say, guys, I'm not a big fan of number 2. It just doesn't look coherent with the cover and everything else. And Vid, yeah, you like the green on number 3? It's pretty cool, right? I don't even know what it is. It's just like lines, but it looks good. It almost looks like slime. When you zoom out, when you zoom in, it looks like scuff marks or something. But out here, it looks kind of like slime or something. Maybe part of the potion that's going on in the background. Derek says 2 is even good, low-key. Alyssa, still number 3 for you. Cassidy, you say, I think that concern is valid, and 3 is probably a better option than 1 if you're worried about that. Yeah, I think number 3 is winning out in my head. Let's see, let's see if we can get it on the same screen as Wrigley. So we can put them literally side by side. Yeah, we can manage that. We can manage that. Alright. Just gotta make them a little bit smaller here. Need to do kind of like that, maybe? Not quite there yet. The problem is there we go. We got to make these windows smaller so that all right. We can kind of see them there. Oh, that's not the right cover. Do like nope. Alright, well, we're pretty close there. I think that's about as close as we're going to get on screen. Yeah, Jackie Ann, you did the side-by-side look. It does look very similar. I actually haven't looked at them side-by-side yet. That's very similar. The artist did a great job replicating that. Yeah, Wrigley does have scuff marks on it, too. I had a different typographer for Wrigley than I did for Assistant, which I guess is going to be their abbreviations. But my artist, same cover artist for both, as you could probably tell. The art style is super distinct. Shout out to Ivan Shabrin. My dude is incredible. All right, sick. Well, thank you guys. That's some good insight. I appreciate that. I think number 3 is winning in my head, so I'll talk with the artist a bit more. But I think this might be our finished cover for Wrigley, our Wrigley Little Assistant. So with that, 1, thank you very much, everybody. 2, maybe we should get to some writing, huh? Do a little writing sprint. So, folks, welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you. Man, I'm all over the place. I wanted to say Happy Monday earlier. Now I want to say Happy Wednesday, but it is Tuesday. So that is the day that it is. So welcome in, folks. If you haven't been here before, super simple. What we're going to do is we're going to pop over to this screen. We're going to put a little 5-minute timer. Or hold on, actually, we made a different one. There it is. There it is. We're going to put the cover on screen. And we're going to do a 5-minute timer. For those 5 minutes, I will be writing my novella off screen, but live on stream. Can't give you any spoilers now. And I encourage y'all to write along with me. Or if you got some chores you want to do, you got some reading, whatever it is, for 5 minutes, we're just going to get a little productivity in, kind of kickstart the day. So that's what I'm going to be doing here in just a moment. Alyssa, you said we solved that problem. You feel accomplished. What's next? Well, next, how about a little bit of writing? A little bit of sprint in there. Emily, you asked how I got the word counter on screen. The word counter is really just a screen capture of my second monitor looking at my Word document. So, like, you know, I'm on Google Docs. You got your whole big window. And then just in the bottom corner, it's got your word count. I've just cropped it down to just the word count. So as I type, it'll update in real time. Asani, you said, I'm writing the same story since I was 12. I am now 30. It will never be published. Hey, Asani, if you're having fun with it, that's all that matters, really. So many people get into writing for publishing and money, but like the core idea is just have a good time. Enjoy the storytelling. Enjoy the world you're creating. Um, yeah, just that's the most important part. Everything else comes after that. So, hey, if you're having fun with it, rock on. If you got questions about how to publish it and whatnot, well, welcome in. You're in the right place. Emily, you said, I've never noticed the word counter. Google Docs is rude to me. Yeah, Emily, if you do Control-Shift-C, I'll put that in chat. Control plus... Really, TikTok? You want me to do a plus? There we go. Plus C. It'll pull up a little window. Here, I'll show it to you. Looks like this. And then you just check display word count while typing. It'll pull it up in the bottom left corner. All right, folks. Well, should we do a writing sprint? Get some words on page. I mean, we got a little word goal we like to hit today. So how about another sip of coffee, and then hey, open up your WordPress processor, turn to a blank page, grab your favorite pen. Let's get some words on page. And then after the sprint, I got some guests that I want to introduce you to today. Some small green guests hanging out on my desk. If you follow the YouTube videos, TikTok videos, you know what I'm talking about. Alyssa, thank you for the tiny diny. Also small and green, but not the guests I'm talking about. TWG, have a short I'm working on about a mimic who's tired of being a dungeon chest and chooses adventure. That sounds fun. I dig that, dude. That sounds really fun. I love mimic stories. Anyway, they're already a good place to start. But no, I like it. Well, TWG1, great idea. Sounds like a great time. Please feel free to work on it during these next 5 minutes if you want to. We'd love to have you working along with us. Folks, I'm going to start that timer, and then we're going to start writing. In the meantime, if you got questions, feel free to drop them in chat, and I will answer them all once we get back from this sprint. But write along with me, or just kick back and listen to the sounds of the keyboard. They can be kind of relaxing. But the timer is timing, so I better get to typing. Oh, good knuckle crack there to start it off. Hopefully the mic didn't pick that up. That'd be a little gross, but you got to stretch the fingers out. Wake them up. Ooh, let's get some words on page. Oh, I still have my font size set to 18 from when I was writing on stream with y'all last week. I start writing and the words are just massive. Interesting. Why did you start on an indent? It doesn't normally do that. Impage. That sounds painful, dude. Hope you're okay over there. Ooh, I can tell I haven't typed all weekend. My words are typo filled. TWG, what's the name of your mimic? What do they go by? Mimic names are very interesting to me. I feel like they're a strange thing to pick. Aha, Emily. The name you're using is the name of your main character in your work in progress. All right, rock on. Is it what's the time period of the piece? Is it like historic fantasy? Is it the medieval fantasy vibe, or is it modern day? Okay, okay. So near modern day. Gotcha, gotcha. Very cool. Why'd you set it in the 80s, I wonder? All right, let's get a time check in here. I'm kind of hitting the flow of words, which means I typically lose track of time. 1 minute left. All right, folks, if you are writing along with me, sprint on home to that finish line. Sprint on home. Let's finish strong. And as a reminder, if you got any questions about books, writing, publishing, just want to talk about books, drop them in chat. We'll talk about it here in about 45 seconds as I finish this sprint. Oh, and there's time. All right. Um, hey, congrats on the first sprint of the day, everybody. I hope it went well for you if you were writing along with me. Fingers crossed for you. I got 194 words on mine, so that's a good start. You know, we're waking up, getting those fingers going. We'll pop on back to here, the home screen. Folks, if you were writing along with me, please let me know. Let me know the word count, your progress. If you were editing or just cleaning, whatever, let me know how it went. Asani, you got a few paragraphs done? Hey, perfect. Rock on, dude. Good for you. The purpose of these sprints is these sprints aren't about getting perfect words down or, heck, even good words. It's just about getting words on page. It kind of kickstarts your creativity. It's like pouring a little bit of gas on a fire. At least for me, I find once I start writing, the creativity just starts kind of flowing. There's no stopping it at that point. So that's kind of the purpose of them for me. I hope it works the same for y'all. Emily, you answered the question that I had asked. Let's see. Yeah, folks, if I ever miss a question or a response, just let me know or post it again, because I do want to get to those. I don't see the answer, Emily. I don't know. Maybe TikTok censored it or it didn't come through. But just let me know again, because I would like to know that. By the way, I think was it Slendy there? I think it was Slendy I saw hit member level 10. Yeah, it was Slendy, dude. Congratulations, man. Thank you very much. That's incredible. Thank you for re-upping the stream team that much, man. Rock on. Thank you so much. Y'all, cheers in the chat for Slendy. You know what? Hold on. We got to go over here. And we don't have our word goal today, but we're going to put some fireworks on for Slendy anyway. Hitting member level 10, dude. Rock on, Slendy. Congratulations, my friend. Thank you very much for that too. It's been a good time. You've been here a long time. We've had some good days, haven't we? Yeah, okay, so I did see that. I was gonna talk about that, Slendy. You said you've started watching Korean bakery and factory production videos. It's cut your screen time by 8%. I originally put them on for background noise, but they are too entertaining. I Slendy, DM me or drop it in Discord a link to one of these because I don't know. I have no conception of what that looks like aside from like a Korean version of like how it's made, I guess. But I'm very interested. Emily, you said the story is about the oppression of women, queer, and the corruption of religion. How you can't always trust family or religious figures. Yeah, that sounds about right based on the description you gave us earlier. Heavy topics, but hey, they're important too. And we need folks to write about them. Not everybody can be writing goofy comedies about goblins on road trips. Given there's a little bit of messaging in there beneath the surface, beneath all the jokes. Jackhand, how it's made. The lullaby of my adolescent post-school naps. I see you two have fond memories of it. Well, y'all, I teased that I had some guests for us today on stream, and if you've been following my TikTok videos, you know who's about to pop up. But in tune with my book about goblins, can I show you the 3 goblins that just arrived? I have a video about them arriving on my channel, but a local artist made these for me. Shout out to... Whoop! One of them just ran away. I can't even get him. He went all the way across the room. So we're down to 2. Then there were 2 goblins remaining. But yeah, so we're going to have some fun with these guys and the book cover. Built-in marketing there. No, they're honestly, guys, I got these because I was going to do a giveaway to chat and whatnot, but I can't do it. I can't be parted from them. They're too adorable. They're too adorable. So, hey, you know what? Maybe they just hang out. Oh, the light's not good on them there. They're gonna be in the way of the typing. We'll leave them there until we start typing, maybe. They're so bright in the sunlight. One little ray of light coming across the desk. Any better if I do this? It's gonna be worse for a moment. No, that didn't get better at all. Well, there we go. They're gonna hang out there for a minute. I will retrieve their cousin after stream because they went on a road trip of their own. Impage, you said, and their names are? Well, they're not named, Impage, but I'll take some suggestions. If y'all got some appropriately goblin names for them, let me know. But they'll be around the house causing some trouble. Maybe appearing in some more videos here soon. Name one Tad, says Slendy, or Eris, says Emily. Eris is a little bit fancy for their goblins. Can we name one Gone, says Cassidy. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take that one. Oh no, they're sitting on my keyboard. I can't type. All right. One of them's gonna be called Gone. G-O-N. It'll be the one that ran away. Slendy suggests Tad. Tad makes it. Yeah, it's all right. Ooh boy. Trigon, says Emily, or Anuji. Anuji, says Asani. Am I saying that right? Yunji. Yeah. So if y'all haven't read Wriggly Little Hands, the naming construct for the goblins in it is very simple and silly. So we have Lin 2 and Lin 1. We have Ollie, Robert, Job, Hob, Man, and am I forgetting anybody? Lin 2, Lin 1, Ollie, Job, Hob, Man, Robert. There we go. There's our 7 goblins from the book. These goobers right in here. So something along those lines. Short, sweet, a little bit weird, a little bit goofy. Impage, you suggest Frog? Frog the Goblin? We do have Man the Goblin. Dill, welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Let me know. Good to have you back. Asani said, "Who's my favorite goblin?" Oh, I can't name favorites. I love them all. They're all amazing and adorable and slightly a little too arson happy. We got the one name. We got Gone. Yeah, Emily. If Carl, says Slendy. Yeah, Carl could work. Maybe not quite fantasy enough, but then again, one of them is named Robert. So, Emily, if you don't know the arson joke, it is canon. It is canon in the book that the goblins definitely have a propensity for arson, or as it says in the opening lines, goblins look like if cats, hairless cats, had thumbs and learned to walk on 2 legs. But while cats are allowed to commit as many crimes as they want, on account of being cute and small, the same hasn't been true of goblins ever since they discovered arson. Can we get that with the light? And there's one of our goblins right there. We have little art for the chapter headers, in all of them. But yeah, the goblins very good at starting fires. Thank you, Cassidy. That's kind of you to say. I did workshop that opening a lot, try to get it right. Impage, you suggest. What's going on with me today? You suggest Toad. Yeah, Toad could work. Ooh, I like Pock, Slendy. P-O-K. I'm going to put that up as a tentative one. Pock. Also, I could see making fun jokes about Apocalypse, because they are called Agents of Apocalypse at one point. Impage Toad. Toad the Goblin. Could work. That could work. All right, that's a tentative third one. We're gonna put Toad in there for a moment. But keep suggestion names if you got any ideas, y'all. Pick and Pock. I do like that, Slendy. Let me write that one down. Y'all just in here naming characters for book 2. Pick and Pock. I do like it. Goober. Goober is spot on, Asani. Frogathan? Frogathan's pretty good, Impage. I'm gonna write down Frogathan. I might not use it for one of these guys, but I might use it for a future goblin. Frogathan is actually really good. I like that. I like it better than Toad. I'm actually, you know what? The more I sit on it, the more I like it. I'm gonna put Frogathan in there. Dan definitely isn't goblin enough, Jackann, but I like the combination. Cassidy, I'm exploiting y'all for name labor. Actually, the whole ruse for this stream is just to get ideas out of you. That's what it's like. You know, the Matrix, they use people for batteries. I'm just using you all for idea generation. Emily, TikTok's being mean. Can't type what you want. Put some spaces in it. Break it up a little bit. See if we can get it through that way. Looks like it's pretty much all regulars hanging out today, but... oh, Jackie, that's really good. Sorry, you completely derailed me with that one. Achu. I kind of love that. That's definitely going to be a goblin name in future. I'm adding that to the library. Yeah, that's right, Asani. You are new. You are welcome in. You're welcome to be here. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You are new. Welcome in. It's glad we're... I can't word today, y'all. Can you tell it's basically Monday for me? Unaspiring writer, welcome in, my friend. has been a while. Welcome back. Good to have you. Today we're working on this one, A Wriggly Little Assistant. It's going to be a prequel story to Wriggly Little Hands, as you're familiar with. But yeah, I gotta reveal a couple secrets about the book, give y'all another original story in the world with this one. So we're working on it and having a great time with it. I should have it done next week is my goal. Then it'll be off to the editor, but the writing should be done on it next week. It's been great so far. Having a lot of fun with it. What have you been up to, Unaspiring? Glad to see you. Welcome back. Destiny, hello. Welcome to you as well. We got a lot of folks jumping in right now. Good to see you, Destiny. Hope you've been well. Diary, you said words are not your friend today. Yeah, words are not my friend except for the ones that I've been typing. Those are at least there I can delete the typos and turn it into a coherent sentence after the fact. Ooh, Asani, Maul, and Tav. I do like that. Maul and Tav. Why do goblin names work better when there's two of them, right? Like, it just, I don't know, when they can play off each other, it feels like they're more goblin-y. Bang and Boom, the Arson twins. Emily, I have not addressed the relationship between gremlins and goblins in my book yet. But that sounds like something fun to do in the sequel. Because I like the gremlin energy as well. Be good to have that. I see a lot of potential there. Well, folks, we are writing today. So thank you for your input on covers for A Wriggly Little Assistant. Y'all, if you weren't here earlier, let's pop them back up real quick just to show everybody. We went through the work in progress covers and picked which font we liked best. So let me pull it up real quick. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Alright, and it's not quite in screen. That's good enough for this quick pick. Y'all, if you weren't here earlier, we went through number 1, number 2, and number 3 for fonts for our novella. And we picked number 3, I think, as our favorite, but that was a fun little thing. I appreciate y'all helping me with that. Just kind of figuring out what font we like best. So that was a good time, and now we should probably get a little more writing done, huh? Let's pull up the Word document. Yeah, no spoilers. Emily's seeing a little bit of what I'm writing here. Luckily, you know, a quick little sentence like that's not going to be too spoilery. But Unaspiring, you love the goblin in the background. Here, I'll pull it up again real quick. That's not the one. There it is. Let's get it in here. Yeah, you know, you got the wizard, and he's like all being careful about his potion. He's proud of it. It's you know, dramatic. It's like sparking out the test tube, but not a thing to be taken lightly. You must respect and appreciate this potion, and also drink it by the gallon. I love this guy, just going at it back there. I'm glad you spotted that, Unaspiring writer. What was I saying before that? Totally distracted. Y'all are talking about gremlins and goblins, and Thomas Nolan says, "What's up? What's up, my dude? Good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Welcome in." Jackie Ann, what were you saying here? You said the goblins feed the gremlins after midnight and chaos ensues. There's so much chaos as there is. There's chaos aplenty already with the goblins. I can't imagine throwing gremlins into the mix. So, hey, maybe a good idea for future books, huh? Slendy's has a nice blue color like Powerade. Add a little jelly. I'd definitely chug it. Thanatos, welcome in, my friend. I have heard of Split Fiction. I've not been able to play it yet, but it sounds pretty rockin'. I like the concept. It's fun. Very original. I'm glad that someone made a game like that. Have you played it? Impage, you said in the story, gremlins could be an evolutionary split or like some kind of werewolf-like curse. You could see that. You could see that. Like the goblins are already mischievous, but the gremlins are like on another level, right? I can see that. Emily, you said if you feel like I've written you, if you were allowed to do anything without laws. I dig it. Y'all, if you are new here, let me just go ahead and promote real quick. We have a Discord. I've dropped the links in TikTok and in YouTube, or you can just go to my bio, and there's a link to it there. But we have 56 members, I think, in this Discord now. Let's see. 160. Woof. We ticked on up to 160 overnight. Wow, guys. Thank you for that. If you want to hang out when stream's over, please, you can find us there. We share writing, we share art, talk, we uplift each other, we give feedback on writing, all that good stuff. So come join us there if you want to hang out. We'd love to have you. Thanatos, you said you have played Split Fiction. The plot's mostly about a publishing company harvesting book ideas. Kinda. Yeah, it might be a twist in there, huh? It's a funny concept for anybody close to publishing, and just like how no publisher would ever put that much work into into getting book ideas at that stage. Publishers are so much more interested in completed stories, but I haven't played the game, so maybe they've explored it. Nonetheless, it's a fun backdrop for what sounds like an awesome story. I'm excited. I'd love to play it. Maybe my wife and I will play through it. Good co-op game. Yeah, Slindy, honestly, if I were to put gremlins in the next book, I think I'd go for this type. I'm blanking on the name. I think if I just do this, they'll come up. Yeah, here we go. I'll pull it up here in a moment. Let's get that image up nice and big, and then we'll display capture over to it. If y'all, I can't remember the name of the set right now, but there was an Magic the Gathering set that had gremlins in it. I have a sneeze coming on, so if I mute suddenly, that's what's going on. Sorry about that. I'm blanking on the name of the set. It was based on like Indian history and folklore. Kaladesh. Thank you, cleverly D'Angelo. You are clever indeed. I knew it started with a K, but I couldn't get the rest of it. Yeah, well, it kind of looks like an anteater, Slendy, but they got an extra like set of arms in there. Let's pull them up properly. Kaladesh gremlins. I really like that take on them. They're kind of scary looking, and since goblins are so cute and fun, and oh, that's a really small image. So cute and fun and wriggly little hands, I think we could do something a little bit different. It's still a really small image. All right, we don't want that image. Bad image. We don't want that one. They're kind of cute. I mean, look at the face on them. I do like the face and the ears. Here's another one. This could be a bigger image. Well, nope, I lied. That is not a big image at all. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I would go for a gremlin kind of like this. I think it's a good interpretation of them. They're creepy looking, but like still in a slightly cute way. Just trying to get a big picture here, folks. There we go. There it is. We did it. Look at those eyes. Those are actually really cute. I think, I believe in the lore of Kaladesh, they eat the magical source that powers machinery, which is why they're often tearing into machinery in all of these. It's similar to mana, if I recall. But yeah, so that's what I'd go with for more of a gremlin vibe. They look properly mischievous, and I think distinct enough from our goblins. Ha! Release the gremlins, Cassidy. Yes, it's a wonderful card. I had way too much fun playing with gremlins back in the day. Also, Cassidy, I should say, I had didn't have time before I left last week, but I have saved your Magic the Gathering cube list for Lord of the Rings, because I might be making that That sounds like a really fun thing to have around the house. So I'm excited for it. Thank you for sharing that. I love y'all's descriptions of the gremlins. An anteater, a mutant anteater, an anteater on Tatooine. Go for the 1984 Gremlins. I mean, classic movie. Also, very good shenanigans throughout. I love it. Thanatos, you said your wife and you loved playing Split Fiction. Dude, rock on. That's awesome. That's such a wonderful way to spend time together. I love it. Okay, well, before I got distracted by the gremlins, which was a very good distraction, I quite enjoyed that, we were going to do another writing sprint. So let's go ahead and get another writing sprint going. Y'all, please feel free to join me. Maybe you want to do a little bit of reading. Maybe you got some chores, whatever it is. Maybe you got to feed your gizmo. It's after midnight, but far enough after that it's daytime, so you'd be safe. You'd be safe for that. But hey, look, we got a fresh 5 minutes on the clock, and we got some more words we need to write. So folks, go ahead and open up your word processor or turn to a blank page. Grab your favorite pen. Let's get to the writing, huh? I'm gonna sit up straight here, get some good writing posture. Oh, stretch the hands out. Get those fingers ready to go. Oh, Thanatos, that's right. You promised you would do the next writing sprint you were on stream for. Well, my friend, you're here. Stream is live, and we're doing a writing sprint. I hope it goes well for you. Yeah, Impage, technically any time is after midnight. I suppose it's all about reference, frame of reference. But I'm not versed in the deep gremlin lore. I'm sure they've got an explanation for it. I think it has something to do with the sun coming up, if I recall, but it's been a while since I've watched it. But all right, folks, let's go ahead and get that writing sprint going. Welcome in, everybody. If you don't know me, I'm author Alex Knight, and I am working on this story live on stream, A Wriggly Little Assistant. It's a prequel to my book, Wriggly Little Hands, there in the top middle, that came out just a couple weeks ago. It's about goblins on a road trip. It's a comedy fantasy, and you can find it on Amazon and Audible in ebook, paperback, and audiobook format, whatever you prefer. Give it a look if you're interested. And in the meantime, I'm going to be working on a prequel to it. Crim Psych Major, welcome back in. Good to see you. You said, I feel like for the gremlins, after midnight is based on their circadian rhythm. Seems legit. I could get behind that explanation. Impage says, instructions unclear, arm bit off by gremlin. Oh, Spike. Spike, you just finished DCC and need a new audiobook. Well, my friend, I have good news for you. Hold, please. Let me grab something for you in relation to that. If you enjoyed DCC, let me just pull up this cover real quick. Here's the audiobook cover of Wrigley, and if we zoom in a little bit, you might notice somebody's name right there. One of the narrators on the audiobook, who you might know from Dungeon Crawler Carl. We got a wonderful cast of narrators on the audiobook, but they did give me Jeff Hayes. They did not say they were going to do that. They're just like, oh, by the way, the audiobook is finished. Like, oh, by the way, Jeff Hayes came in and did some voices. Absolutely blew me away. I can't believe it. So if you enjoyed that audiobook, I think Wriggly Little Hands might be a good next one for you. Anyway, I've put off the writing long enough. We must get to the writing. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. One more delay. Asani, you just realized I'm the author of Warden. Yes, I am. Back in 2018, that's when I started writing full time with this little one right here. Asani, that's nuts, man. It always blows my mind when someone who read Warden comes in here. I hope you enjoyed it, dude. Rock on. I have a couple other lit RPGs here and here. Rise to Glory is a standalone. Paragon, I'm co-writing with Luke Chimlenko, my good friend. And we have 4 books finished, and the fifth one I'm writing, getting back to writing it with Luke here in about 3 weeks, 2 weeks maybe, and should be finished this year and ready to go next year. Impage, you said I mentioned DCC. Is it good, or is the audiobook especially good? Yeah, Impage, the Dungeon Crawler Carl is a lot of fun. It's a very fun lit RPG. It gets crazier as it goes on. The audiobook is exceptional. It's by Sound Booth Theater. they're the best audio narrators I've ever worked with. They're so passionate about what they do. And they just do an amazing job with all their audiobooks. It really is an art form with them. The audiobook is definitely the way to listen to it. You can read it if you want, but the audiobook really makes it next level. I mean, after all, you have to hear Jeff Hayes switch between the gravelly growl of our main character Carl and the high pitched royalty of Princess Donut, his companion, and Sorceress Cat. Get off my lawn guy. How does one co-write a book? Thank you. Great question. I need to do this writing sprint, so hold it for 5 minutes for me, and we'll talk about it here on the backside of this writing sprint. If I forget, please remind me, but I'm going to try to keep it in mind because we really got to do this writing sprint. So, folks, 5 minutes on the clock, starting at 194 words. Let me put that in chat so that I can remember it once we get to the backside of the sprint. And without further ado, the timer's time, and so if you're writing along with me, get to typing. If you're reading, enjoy, have fun, and good luck, everybody. Let's do it. Oh boy, the typos are aplenty. I like to say that I'm an author, but realistically, I'm just someone who turns ideas into typos. That's what I'm best at. But those typos aren't going to make themselves now, are they? Let's get to it. Right. Where's this going next? The challenge of the writing sprint is that you're not really supposed to stop writing. You just gotta roll with it, right? But then you hit the end of the idea and you're like, where are we going next with this? I appreciate the questions in chat. Y'all feel free to drop them in there. We got 2 minutes left in the writing sprint, and then I'll talk about all of them, including Get Off My Lawn's question about co-writing. Hey, good morning, Blaze Gaming. Welcome in, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday to you. You have a good weekend? You have fun? I hope so. Well rested? All right, let's get a time check here. 30 seconds left, y'all. Sprint through the finish. Get those last words in there. Let's go. Finish strong. And sentence. All right, folks. It's another sprint done. Well done, everybody. Well done. I hope the sprint went well for you. Emily, I see you got 163 words. Rock on. Very good progress. That's a lot. That's a lot for our little sprint. Let's see where I ended at 390, and I started at 194. Let's see where that stacks up. 196. All right. We'll take that. Nice and consistent for me. Folks, I hope it went well for you too. Jack Ann, you stared at the wall contemplating life and what this chapter needs to be. That counts. Look, that counts. You can't write if you don't know where you're going with it, right? Thanatos, 153. Hey, Emily, Thanatos, Jack Ann, this is for all y'all. Well done. Well done. Thanks for joining on the sprint. No, it's absolutely better than 0. Words are better than no words. Well done, folks. Thanks for joining along with that. Let me answer these wonderful questions that we had come in. I wrote them down here. Raffi, you said a calm day turned into cleaning, fixing my transmission, and saving a friend an hour away. Hey, calm days are nice, but your friend will certainly appreciate the help. And hey, personally, I always feel better once the house is clean. It makes me literally think better. Like decluttering the house declutters my mind. Hopefully it has the same effect on you. Sorry your calm day got so busy, but busy with a purpose, right? I hope that it goes well for you and you can get back to the calmness on the other side of it all, right? I'm going to answer Impage's question. I'll do Get Off My Lawn first, because he asked a while ago, which, by the way, Get Off My Lawn guy, let me know. I wanted to ask, is your name Get Off My Lawn Guy, as in you are the guy telling people to get off your lawn? Or is it Get Off My Lawn, guy, as in like you are addressing someone to get off your lawn? According to TikTok, my fan club has completed the first stage of the club quest. Is that... I was unaware there was a club quest happening, but hey, thanks guys. Well done. I guess we achieved something. Gift has been unlocked for all fans to send and celebrate. I don't know. My computer interface doesn't really let me interact with everything, so I don't know what that's about, but congrats. Well done. Get Off My Lawn guy. Yes, I'm the grumpy old guy that's always angry at something. Okay, got you. I've been wondering that in the back of my head. But your question was about co-writing. How does co-writing work? So it really varies per author. If you're familiar with the Expanse series by James S.A. Corey, that is actually a pen name for two authors who work together. And the way their co-writing works is they each have characters that they do. And whenever there's a chapter from the POV of one of their characters, they write that character. So, author A writes half the characters, author B writes the other half, and they have they have a lot of POV characters in the book. So that's one way to approach it, kind of take the characters you feel best with and write from their perspective when it's that time. The way Luke and I handle it is we do a very collaborative brainstorming at the beginning where we fire plot concepts back and forth and outlines, and we fine-tune it. Once that's done, we lock in like a full outline, and then we just we write the parts that make the most sense to us, that we feel most strongly about, and it's a really good relationship because we fill in the weaknesses of the other. things that I'm not so good at, like stats and mechanics, because it is a lit RPG or near lit RPG. It's System Apocalypse or Progression Fantasy. Luke is better at that, so he can fill in the gaps there. Whereas when it comes to like dialogue or general prose, it's a little more in my wheelhouse. You'll hear me joke that I'm really just a keyboard jockey. That's honestly my favorite thing, is just settling in and banging out the words all day. So yeah, in answer to your question, the way we co-write is we fill in the gaps. We help each other with our weaknesses, and together we get a finished story, like the 4 books you'll have in the Paragon series down here on the bottom left, and the 5th one that we're finishing up this year, which will be the conclusion to the series. So, hey, we're moving along with it. I'm excited to get that climactic finale out to all y'all. Teacher Mike, thank you very much for the follow, my friend. Welcome in. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. Are you off for summer? If you're a teacher, are you free? You got your the best perk of the job going there? I hope so. Let me know, dude. And welcome in. Nice to see you. Impage, you had a fascinating question earlier that I wanted to answer for you. You said, I DM Dungeons & Dragons, and advice on what to do with a player that has no future thoughts on their character and runs on vibes all the time, just goes with the flow. Interesting, Impage. Well, I'm gonna do my first DMing this year, hopefully in about a month or so. We'll see. I got a group of friends ready to go. I just got to find the time to kind of organize and get it going. So I'll be able to give better advice then. But from an author perspective, authors are kind of like DMs, you know, or we're wrangling characters and putting storylines down and whatnot. And depending on how you plot books, it might be a bit more like a D&D session if you don't have it plotted out ahead of time and you're pantsing, writing by the seat of your pants. You might not know where things are going, so it's a lot more like DMing. All that to say, for your friend, doesn't have an idea where their character... What I would do, Impage, is I would give them several plot hooks over the next sessions that are different opportunities for that character specifically to engage with and lead into either a background or perhaps a future for that character. Basically give them opportunities to kind of be the main character a little bit here and there, and see if you can't spark their creativity to want to delve into their character more. I think that would be the way to do it, because you need to, if the player themselves is not having ideas for the character, I think give them creative, fertile creative ideas that they might want to explore, and see if that doesn't lead them to having some ideas for the character. But hey, if they also just want to vibe with it, there's nothing wrong with that. Give them the opportunity to bite on those plot hooks and kind of go down the road more. But they also don't have to. It's totally fine just to vibe with it. There's nothing wrong with that. Teacher Mike, you said you are free. Hey, happy summer to you, my friend. We have Teacher Mike in chat, and we have Derek, who is in school, and both of y'all are off for summer. So y'all enjoy that. I am I am honored that you are spending your early mornings with me here on summer when you could be relaxing and kicking back. But hey, we love having you. Thanks for being here, folks. If this is your first time here, first of all, I'm author Alex Knight. Thank you for joining me. Pleasure to have you. We're here weekdays at 7 a.m. Central Time, always doing something fun, creative writing, fantasy focused. Like, hey, on Fridays we do Fantasy Map Friday. We've been making some fantasy maps in inkcarnate.com. Wonderful program for map making. We'll be picking that up again this Friday. Keep working on. You know what? You want to see the map we've been working on? We can pull it up real quick. We can show you what we've been doing. That's our Friday stream that we always do. Always a good time. Let's see if we can get it here. I don't have the screen calibrated exactly, but we'll be able to be close. See most of the map. This is the one we've been working on. And we've been working on our legally distinct Mordor up in here, as well as our underground caverns of Whispering Web, which are infinitely creepy. Good lord, the spider webs get me every time. So gross, y'all. I'm really proud of the work we did on that, though. And then, of course, we have the Swamp of Sadness and Sweaty Underthings, where our goblins begin their adventure. Got our little goblin village right here. And we got a lot more of the map to fill in, so we're going to keep going with that on Friday. But yeah, I say yesterday, it felt like it. But last Friday, we explicitly worked on these lava rivers that chat wanted. Took a lot of time and effort to get there, but we got it done. We got the lava rivers going. So yeah, guys, come back Friday. We'll be working on this. Always a good time. Oh, you like the cave, Grandmaster Sam? Yeah, that was a nice touch. I was very proud of that. We stuck this little cave in here, and even did a bit of a fade effect on the lava, so it looks like it's disappearing into the cave there. So yeah, I'm excited to get back to that on Friday. That's what we do on Fridays. We have a couple other things we do. Today we're doing writing sprints, so we're going to get one more of those. One more of those here in a minute. We'll reset this clock and do one more writing sprint. In the meantime, I think I saw a question. Someone asked, what does AMA mean? AMA is Ask Me Anything, like Q&A basically, but just inviting questions from y'all about books and writing and publishing. Any questions you might have, happy to speak to them. See if I can give a little bit of advice, maybe an answer in there. Retro Gaming Guru, you said, I always love watching your stream, bud. Your work is epic. Wish me luck. I'm going on sub this weekend. Oh, Retro, dude. Fingers crossed. Are you sending to agents or are you sending to publishers? Congratulations either way. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. Definitely. Y'all send some good luck Retro's way. Big fingers crossed there. That's awesome, man. Hope it goes well for you. Oh, Cassidy, great question. Yes, I very much want to do that. Let me pull that up too, Cassidy. Y'all, we kind of created a new writing idea last week. One of the things that we do is we have a dice game we play where we roll dice. We roll dice to get ideas for writing, to get prompts, and then we roll more dice to apply modifiers. But we got this card as a random inspiration. This beautiful art here. And we started writing a story. I wanted to write on stream long form with y'all, so I'd like to get back to this. We took this scene and we just started writing for it. And here we go. We wrote, let's see, how many words? We got 464 words that we wrote live. This one doesn't have spoilers, so we just wrote it. You know, you guys watched me do every keystroke, and you gave me advice about names and stuff, and we just started writing a scene on stream. So yeah, we're definitely going to get back to that. I'll be excited to do that again. That was really fun. I liked actively writing with y'all. Retro, you answered my question. You said you are agented. You've been working on revisions last year, so it's publisher time. You write MG Fantasy. Dude. Y'all, cheers and chat for Retro. Very hard to get an agent. That is quite an accomplishment. I'm very proud of you, dude. Welcome. Well done, I was trying to say. Jack Ann, MG stands for middle grade. So, you know, not elementary. It's kids like 5th grade-ish to like 8th grade. It's a little bit ill-defined in that category, but stuff like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I think, would fit into it, as we talked about earlier. But Retro, congratulations, dude. That's super sick. I hope it goes well. So you're going on sub, not query, sub. Congrats, my dude. Fingers crossed for you. You got this. I know it's a long waiting game, but you're in good hands. You're in good hands. You got an agent. They know what they're doing. They know the editors at the publishers. So I hope it goes well. And Guru, keep us updated, my friend. Super exciting for you. Good job, my guy. So, folks, I think one more writing sprint. That sound good? Just get one more up in here. Let's pop over to here, the writing scene. Get our word count up there. And get our cover on screen that we're working on. Appreciate y'all voting earlier on the font that we're going to do for this. So we think we've got our font figured out. And I'll update it after stream. And we will be able to put our finished art for a Wrigley Little novella, Wrigley Little assistant, sorry, on the scene. So here we go, guys. Finished art from the artist. We're going to put that up, and starting tomorrow, we'll have the official cover in the background. It's going to be good. But for now, let's do a little bit more writing. Thanatos said, "Oh no, I have to write more." Hey, just 5 more minutes. You got this. You got this. Just sprint those words out. Don't think about them too much. Just get them on the page. Teacher Mike, I love playing solo RPGs and write down all the aspects of the game and the player interaction. Basically a book. Basically a story, you know? That's why they're so fun. It's D&D is collaborative storytelling. Solo RPGs are something similar. They're both wonderful. Retro, you said I'll join you on a sprint with my next book. Hey, sounds good, dude. We'll be honored to have you. But you can also, sprints don't have to be from your book necessarily. Could just be stream of consciousness, whatever it is. Just get those fingers going. All right, folks. If you want to write with me for these next 5 minutes, welcome aboard. Open your preferred word processor or turn to a blank page and get your favorite pen. Whatever it is, we got 5 minutes getting ready to start here, and let's get some words on page. Impage, interesting. Okay, I'll speak to that here at the back side of this sprint. Thank you for the additional info. Folks, the timer is... it's all good, Impage. All good, buddy. The timer's going, so let's get one more writing sprint in here for the day. Make it a good one, y'all. Get those words down on page. Or maybe you're cleaning, maybe you're reading, whatever it is. Go for it. You can also just kick back and enjoy the sounds of the keyboard. I totally lost my train of thought. There we go. Three minutes and 20-something seconds. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Keep those fingers going. Don't get caught up thinking too much. Word vomit is okay for the writing sprint. It's just about getting words on page and getting that creativity flowing. Retro, incredible. I love dry, heaving verbs. That's a good one, dude. That's a very good one. I'm gonna write that down. That's just funny enough that I just want to remember that. Alright, let's get a little time check here. 1:38, 1 minute 38 seconds, 90 seconds left, folks. Sprint on through to that finish line. C. Joseph Baker, also known as Seeker. Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you. Hope your Tuesday's starting off well. Hope you had a good weekend. And it's good to have you back, buddy. Probably getting low on time. Let's see. 8 seconds. Yeah, I'd call that low on time. Let me finish up this sentence. Bring it home, folks. Bring it home. There it is. Well done, everybody. Good job on that sprint. We are out of sprint time, so let me know how many words you wrote. I did not flag where I started with mine. Let's see if I can look back and guesstimate. There we go. It was right here. So 275. That was a fast one. I was feeling the flow there. It does kind of go that way. The more I do it, the stream continues, the faster we get, because that creativity's, it's rolling, man. The gears are churning, the words are coming. It's a good place to be. Emily, you wrote 185. Or wait, you wrote 181 words. Thanatos got 185, and Retro got 222. Hey. Rock on, y'all. Incredible work. Seriously. Thank you for joining me for the sprints. Thanks for writing along. I hope you got some ideas. Hope the sprint got the creative juices flowing, or as Retro Gaming said, got us dry heaving some verbs. Cassidy, you read a chapter of the book you're reading during sprints. That works. That's allowed. We count that for sure. Retro Gaming 222 is my lucky number, believe it or not. So thank you for landing on such a good number. Seeker C. Joseph Baker, you were in the Canadian Rockies, my guy. Whew, no wonder you miss it. What's going to compare to that? Well, welcome back, though at the same time, I'm sorry that you're back. I'm sure it was much nicer up there, but hey, I'll have to go back another time. What a lovely big vacation spot. What'd you do while you're there? And let's see. Oh, Thanatos, I'm glad to hear it. You said, as recommended in the Discord, this is helping a lot with my world building, albeit unintentionally. Yeah, well, that's kind of the focus. You know, it's just you just get to writing and get the words flowing. It'll drag you into the story. It kind of tricks your brain into just like okay, well, I'm just kind of warming up for the day, and you start putting words on page, and next thing you know, you're like, oh, I want to write. Hey, Cassidy, thank you for being here. Appreciate you as always. Rest up, and hey, we hope to see you tomorrow. But have a good evening. Thank you for joining, and well done on your word count for the day. Rock on, Cassidy. Impage, you had a follow-up to your earlier question, and I wanted to address it. You said, let's see, there's kind of several parts, but from what I've seen from the player, they don't like to think and give up when they are challenged. This is the same player that used ChatGPT to create her character, so very little to go on for backstory. Impage, in that case, as long as it's not negatively affecting the group, I'd probably just let that player kind of play how they want. I'd kind of analyze what they're there for exactly, because you know some folks aren't there for story, some folks are there for the gameplay, which is also fine as long as they're not negatively affecting the progress of the campaign and the stories of the other players. Then I'd probably just let them roll with it. If that's how they want to enjoy it, totally fine. But I'd still throw them a little plot hook bone once in a while. See if you can't get them to bite on it, and maybe they like it. But if not, like I said, as long as they're not hurting anything, then hey, they can roll through on vibes if that's how they want to do it. C. Joseph Baker. I'm so used to calling you Seeker. I'm going to think about what the new name is. You said we hiked over 30 miles, many thousands of feet of elevation. I made a few posts with some pretty vids. Oh, okay. Rock on. Well, it sounds like a heck of a trip. Congratulations to you. I'm glad you got out there to do that. That's pretty much a dream. Especially, I bet you the weather's great out there right now. Rock on, dude. Making me jealous. Making me jealous. There's not that great of nature around me. Definitely not for like weekend trips. It's pretty hard to get to anything relevant around here. It is my wife and I's one of our great complaints about Houston. It's a 100-mile floodplain all around, and we love bayous and wetlands. So we got a couple of that, but like terms of like places to go hiking and sights to see, there's not that much in the immediate area. Given we're spoiled, we're from Florida, so we're used to driving 30 minutes down the road, and suddenly you have a crystal clear spring and a beautiful wetland and, you know, incredible hiking trails with wild bison and horse on it. Like, nutso stuff like that. So we're a little bit biased coming in here. But, you know, so it goes. Impage, I mean, there's not too much you have to do if the player just kind of wants to be there and vibe with it, then as long as they're having fun and y'all are having fun, I'd say just throw them a plot hook here or there, but just let them hang out. That's what I do at least, but I don't know the specific circumstance. Hopefully they're all having a good time. That is the focus. Senior Goatman, happy Tuesday from the bottom of a trench from a new sewer line. Whew, boy, happy Tuesday to you, Senior Goatman. I hope that you are adequately protected down there. Hope it doesn't smell too bad, but that is meaningful work, so thank you for doing it. We appreciate you. We might not recognize it every day, but we appreciate folks that keep the cities running, for sure. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Blaze Gaming, it's coffee time. Dude, I'm almost finished with mine, but you enjoy yours. Hope it's good. I can keep calling you Seeker. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. I might sometimes read the name on accident, but we can work with Seeker. Senior Goatman, it's very muddy down there, huh? I believe it. You got those knee-high waterproof boots on, I hope. Paul Hare, you said, so should I not mention our walk along the Hillsborough River this past weekend? Oh, Paul, you should. Where were you walking at? You go to like Hillsborough River State Park or something? Where at? I might have been there. Well, folks, thank you for joining me today. Oh, Seeker popped onto your other account. There it is. Look at that. 2 accounts. Paul, you said, yeah, the state park near the rapids. Oh, lovely. I know where that is. Those rapids are nuts. Was the water high this time of year? I forget. I forget what time of year the water's high at, and the rapids are most a better sight, you know? Because sometimes the water level's pretty low and the rapids disappear entirely. But folks, hey, thank you for being here. I hope you had fun today. I've had a good time. We got, let's see, what's our word count at? 654 words. That's not quite at our goal, but that's pretty good off 3 sprints. Yeah, Thanatos, please, you are more than welcome to post your writing and your sprint to the Discord in the writing share channel. That's exactly what it's for. Please, by all means, do so. Folks, if you don't know what Thanatos is talking about, or what I'm talking about for that matter, there's our Discord link. You can join us all there and hang out even when the stream is ended. We'd love to have you. But no, we got 654 words today. I'll take that. It's a good amount of time. And as I've been saying, folks, be sure to come back on Friday for Fantasy Map Friday. It could be a good time. Keep working on our map. And who knows what we're doing the rest of the week. It's going to be fantasy focused. It's going to be writing. We'll always take your questions about books and writing in the publishing industry. We will keep our fingers crossed for Retro Gaming Guru, who is going out on submission this week. Whew! Huge congrats. I know it has been a long road to get there, Guru. You deserve it. I hope only the best for you. Here's to a bunch of publishers being interested and kicking off a bidding war over getting the rights to your manuscript, man. Let's go. Seriously. GG's for Guru. That's awesome, man. Paul, you said the rapids were great this time, but that was the end of the trail, so we had to go to a different trail in the state park. Gotcha. But I'm glad the rapids were good for you. They were putting on a show. Hey, Emily, rock on. I'm glad that this is getting writing done for you. That's the focus. That's what we're here for. Just get some good vibes in your day and get some words on the page. That's our goal each day here. So thank you for joining. It's been a pleasure meeting you. And we'll be back 7 a.m. tomorrow, 7 a.m. Central Time, rocking and rolling and doing something fun. Always something fun. But folks, without further ado, a special thanks to Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com for the use of his songs Farm, Manor, Cottages, and Northern Glade, which have provided our background music today. As well, an extra special thank you to community member Rafi the engineer. You know him, you love him, you've seen him chatting from the beginning of stream till now. A big thanks to Rafi, who provided our newest background song, Midnight at the Round Table. Rafi, we appreciate you. Thank you very much for that. Y'all, Rafi made that song for stream. Isn't that nuts? Here, you know what? Let's click over to it. We're gonna play it out today on Rafi's song. There we go. Rafi made this just for stream. How awesome is that, y'all? Seriously. Folks, thank you for tuning in today. And lastly, if you enjoyed today's stream, give me a follow so I can catch you on the next one. See ya tomorrow for more fun, more shenanigans. Thank you for helping me pick my font for a Wriggly Little Assistant. Thank you for giving me some goblin names, suggesting some goblin names for our little goobers here to be hanging out. It's been a good time, y'all. Been a good time. Thank you very much for being here. And I look forward to catching you on the next one. Until then, I will see you on Discord. Good luck with your writing. Good luck with your reading. I'll catch you next time, y'all. Have a wonderful day.